one of the big things that we looked at for Crimes of the Educators was how the educators, and by this I think it's important to say we don't mean the average teacher in the classroom, we're talking about the education establishment, but what we looked at was how the government schools were systematically destroying children's belief in biblical religion and Christianity. And people have this misimpression that the schools are non-biased, objective, even secular, and they're wrong. Actually, what is going on in the schools is actually quite religious, and this goes back to John Dewey. John Dewey was one of the signers of the Humanist Manifesto. Now, the Humanist Manifesto could not be more clear. It tells you right away, the first plank of the Humanist Manifesto, we believe the universe is eternally self-existing, and so blah, blah, blah. If you read the Bible, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So this Humanist Manifesto really has become kind of a template, and religious humanism is being taught in the schools. And people think, well, humanism is not a religion. Well, it is a religion. It has been found to be a religion by the courts because it is a religion. It has articles of faith. It is based on faith. There's no actual evidence to support these ridiculous notions that there is no God, or that we need to surrender private property, or that we came from monkeys. But, the schools are very deliberately and systematically undermining biblical religion and Christianity, and they're trying to replace it with these false religions of humanism, and more recently we've seen a lot of foreign religious beliefs coming into the system. So for example, we have a lot of Islamic stuff going on in the schools. You have the children being forced to recite the Shahada, the Islamic conversion. You have meditation and Buddhism, and learning all about Hinduism and all these kinds of things, whereas the Bible is strictly banned, and you need to burn people at the stake for even mentioning the name of Jesus. And it's so odd, if you don't understand what's happening, why any religion that doesn't have Christ in it is fine in the schools and is promoted in the schools, especially humanism and these types of things. So what's really going on here is actually a war on Christianity, and it goes again back to John Dewey and even before him. But the idea was you could never make America into a socialist country, which is what John Dewey wanted. He even told us, the model, Edward Bellamy's novel 1888, Looking Backward, which is about a communist America in the year 2000. He told us that's where he wanted to go, and he understood quite well that you would never be able to get there as long as the American people were Christian and were literate. It just wouldn't happen. If people, value the Bible, and the Bible is quite clear, right? Don't steal. The Bible is not compatible with these kinds of ideas. And so he set out to undermine the literacy, which we've already talked about, and the biblical religion, the Christian faith of the American people, which really was at the foundation of American society. So what we're seeing in the schools is a deliberate undermining of Christianity, and parents need to understand that.